Okay, welcome to another video by Antiques Arena. My name's Walter Neal and I've got a really important video for you today. Don't make the same mistake this dealer made. Now, as you know, I'm a UK antique dealer, reseller. I buy and sell antiques and hopefully flip them for a profit. The purpose of today's video is to get one simple message across, and obviously I'm going to share with you a single item that I've purchased. And the message is, if you don't know what it is, don't sell it, because you're going to find out just why now. Okay, first of all, let me share with you what actually happened. I went to a car boot sale down in Cardiff on a week Sunday, so 2 weeks ago, and a house clearance van turns up. And this is what a house clearance van looks like. And you can see there's boxes of bric-a-brac, household, there's everything everywhere. There's dozens of people just rummaging in boxes. Now, I spent 3.5 hours, 4 hours with this house clearance van, and I pulled a lot of stuff out. In fact, I filled an entire car for £250. Now, you see this here? Everything you see there pretty much on the screen under that pink sheet and at the side of it is what I purchased for £250. And I can tell you there's skeletons in there, there's ceramics, there's glass, there's the old enamel bread bin. It was a nice selection of collectibles and antiques. So for £250 or $400, I done really well. But this is what you call a picker's dream. Now, when a house clearance van turns up like this. Now, it used to be house clearance vans used to go into a house and they were antique dealers. They'd go in, they'd look around the house and they'd say, right, I'll pay you £1,000 for the contents of your house. These days, house clearance vans, or certainly in my area, they are just general people who are doing a job and they say, you want to clear the house? It'll cost you £1,000. They take it all away, assuming it's all rubbish, and then they bring it to flea markets, car boot sales, and so forth, and they sell it, hoping to make a profit. So they've already been paid £1,000 before their day starts, and then whatever they sell, they make money on. However, saying that, I have still done exceptionally well with this, and I want to share this item with you. Now, this item probably owes me £20 to £30 in the overall mix of the entire car, so about $40, $50. Let's have a look at it. Now we have a chair. Now you're probably thinking an old church chair, refectory chair, something along them lines. You know, a nice little chair, probably worth £80, £100 on the surface, which is exactly what I thought on the day when I purchased it. And probably what the house clearance dealer thought when he was selling it. Let me give you a little look at the actual chair now before we proceed. Okay, so let's take a look at this chair now. You can see here it has this beautiful carved panel, pierced work, beautifully carved. It's got these in, I think they're brass or bronze, finished. It's all stud work. You got the original hide seat underneath. Hide seat. It's this strap work. You see the age on the feet there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful chair. Now if I hold him up like so, you can see the chair slants back, and it's a very low chair. In total it's about 73 centimeters to the top. That's all it is. So if I turn him over there, it's lost a stud by here, one of these studs. Okay, so I use a group on Facebook called Talking Antiques, and I put a lot of the things that I get stuck with on there. Now, I posted this up, and this was the item. For the first time ever, I've absolutely no clue. Any furniture dealers who could help, please. Any advice or direction to research would be appreciated. Thank you. And I posted up the images, showing the pictures of the chair. And I had multiple responses. Nobody actually knew what it was. So it weren't just me, I didn't know. If I come down to the comments. So first of all, someone come up and said they could read what was stamped on the hide, which was CMS Callahan. So I'd done some research, and CMS Callahan was Callahan Middle School in America. So I thought, okay, maybe it's come from there. Then I was doing some research, and it's an awful low chair. It's only 73, 74 centimeters in total height. So I thought maybe it's a nursing chair because they were quite low. Someone came in by here thinking it was a refractory chair, just like I thought. Where's all the comments? Where's the other one? I'm actually missing some of my comments. There should be 11 comments here. Hang on, there we go. Right. So then, Mary D. Johnson, who is a member of the group who helps me all the time whenever I have, a bit of Moroccan ceramics, things like that. Anytime I need help, first one there, without a doubt. Anyway, she suggested repurposed West African carving. So then I start searching for African chairs. And you know what? I found one straight away. And I've sent some links over. But if we come across to here, it is basically an Ashanti people Ganya Aspim chair. Now, some of these prices are astronomical. This one here is just under £7,000 sterling, 6,826. There's another one here, 3,624. There's another one here. This one sold at 2,000. Now you can see the tops of them are very, very much, most of them have got this finial that I've got. They got a sloped back. There's a huge variety, but they're all covered in studs and things like that. And I know what you're thinking, okay, they're similar to my chair. Now, the prices range sort of from the 2,000 all the way up to £10,000 for these chairs. And then I stumble upon this. Michael Bachman Limited is offering a local Ashanti King's Aspim chair. And it is the identical one to what I got. Now, it comes down here. There's a full reading about it. Outstanding example of an Aspin chair, which had been owned by an Ashanti chief. Talks about the condition of his chair. The backrest inclines back in the usual Aspin style. The backrest includes 3 pierced studs of geometric design. And the rest, the legs, indeed the chairs all over, struts, that was, not studs, is decorated with domed brass studs. So there's the 3 struts at the back with the geometric design. Aspin chairs typically were seen in Ashanti royal courts, leaning against walls when not in use. They are patterned after the 17th and 18th century English chairs known as farthingale chairs. Okay, I'm not a furniture man, so I don't know. Ashanti chiefs used such chairs to sit on during meetings. The subjects would sit before them on the ground. Chiefs would demonstrate their social status by the number of such chairs they would own. And And then it goes on to talk about his chair again. The joints are all firm and stable, and the hide's in good condition, and it's a museum quality example. So if anybody's interested, he's one on offer as well. Now, you couldn't actually get his price. His price says inquire. So you've got to actually message him. Now, his photographs are spectacular. Knock spots off my photographs. But it is the identical chair to what I have. Now, these chairs, bottom end I found was 2,000 sold, all the way up to 10,000 asking price. Now, bear in mind, I only paid 20, 30 pounds sterling for this, 40, $50. I've actually listed mine at 4,000, and we'll see if anybody comes in with an offer. Now, I don't have to, but if it sells, I will go back to the house clearance gentleman and I will give him some money to off it. I don't know how much yet. I don't have to. It was out with the rest of the stock, but I have bought off him before. I do know the gentleman, so the decent thing for me to do myself would be to go back and give him a little bit of money if it sells. There's no guarantee. But the message today wasn't really just to, show the chair. It was to show you that you can't judge an antique by the cover. You can't look at a painting and go, well, that's a pretty painting. I think that's worth 75 quid, because you've got to know the artist. You've got to know the age. You can't look at a chair and think, well, that's a pretty chair. I'll get £100 for that, which is what I almost did, when it's now up for £4,000. I've no idea if it'll sell, but it's a museum quality chair, a tribal chair. So what can I say? If you don't know what it is, don't sell it. If you need help, there's hundreds or thousands of Facebook groups where you can actually post pictures and ask for help. You can go to auction houses on their valuation days and they'll help you and tell you what it is if they know. So that's the main purpose of today's video, is if you don't know what it is, don't sell it. And that was I'd say once in a lifetime find, but I do find some really good things. But I haven't had one this good for a little while. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.